Alright guys, today I'm going to be going over a trade I took yesterday actually. It's going to be what's called a washout long. It's going to show how I traded AMD, why I traded it, the positions, I suppose like where I took profits and why I took profits. And then it's going to also include why I took this trade in general, how I saw it, and all that. So let's get into it, shall we? All right, so AMD the other day, it's been running up for a while. Obviously, it's been going up since its major retracement. Not worried about that. Now, what I did see, I saw the 5-minute chart. You see this double top, it falls down. Now, this, like always, is a big move. I love big moves. I love retracements. I love reversals. So I'm watching this, seeing the price action, seeing what's going on. I actually see it bottom out. I drew a level where I plan to actually get out if it kept going down. Comes up. This is a 1-minute chart over here. Comes up, tests this level here, fails, comes down, sets a higher low right here. Now at this point, you're like, okay, boom, it's higher than here. That's the higher low. It's fallen ridiculously, so people are going to start to take profits. People are going to start to buy back their shorts. That's my thought process. That's how I trade. Maybe this is a place to get in long, so that's what I did. I didn't wait too long. I got in at 46, 27.46, right there. Let's see, and I risked, I think it was 15 cents. Let's see, 11. Yeah, I want to say it was 15 cents. It was like 15 cents to make 47 cents at the time, which is where the VWAP could have hit. So it's a 1 to 3 risk reward. So again, that's risk reward profile. You look for 1 to 3. So if you're wrong, you lose 1. If you're right, you make 3. So risking 15 cents to make 45 is something I generally shoot for with AMD. And this profile was a great setup. So under there, let's see, under there is, yeah, 14, 15, 16. And then up here, this is the place where I took the first bit of profit. I took it right at the 50. I always take a portion off at the 50 just to lock some money in, just in case it comes down against me. That way, I could get out and not really be burnt by the trade. And I can always add size back in later. So I took some profits there. It rejects the 50. The 90 EMA rejects the 50. Everything rejects it, basically. That's very normal for this. It's got to play around, got to test, see where it's at. Don't get shaken out. Do not sell your shares. It comes back down, retests, sets another higher low. Boom. At that point, you can trust your thesis. You can continue to go up, and that's what it does. It shoots up, tests the 50, the 9 crosses the 50. That's momentum switch right there. Here's another point you could have gotten in long. It's a little late at this point, but you could have done it. You could have gotten long in at this point where it shows strength on the 50. It risks a little bit below it. Could have taken that up to VWAP, and that could have been a play. The thing that people have to see here is a 200 EMA. It's coming down, coming down. It's going to push down with that VWAP. So that's something you got to keep in mind. And that's something I did think about. I always lock in, again, I lock in my trades before specific levels, knowing that the algorithm or that people are going to be sizing out beforehand, knowing that they're going to lock in. I don't wait for the exact perfect penny. I lock in profits ahead of time. So I locked in at 77 once I started seeing it curling over here. 27.77 is where I locked in. That allowed me to have, let's see, a 31-cent gain. So a 1-to-1 trade and a 1-to-2 trade. Was it a great risk reward? No. Was it a safe trade? Absolutely. Now, this is something I repeat all the time. This is something I trade consistently. Um, the issue people have with a trade like this is it does require patience. It does require you to build your thesis, get the right entry, trust your thesis, let the trade pan out, and then over time you'll see things like this when they do start to curl. You'll start to understand it more and more with time. That's an experience play. That's what that is. Um, Seeing how the price action is at certain levels, you develop that skill with time. So don't worry too much about that. But yeah, this was the AMD trade I took. Again, the reason why I took it, because it's a washout long. Tons of people short. This is greater range than normal with AMD. I mean, it came down what? What is that? 5% drop. Yeah, it's gonna start coming up. It's like AMD doesn't lose $1.50 share value without coming back up. You know, like so I'm looking. I'm like, all right, where's it gonna reverse? Where's it gonna reverse? Where's it gonna reverse? Boom! It's reversing. Buying long. That's what I did. I bought long, and it worked out. So a lot of people that struggled with this, they got in late. They bought at the wrong time for a lot of the price action was shaking people out here. They bought the wrong time, and that just happens. And you got to be patient. You got to wait for it to come back. You got to wait for more confirmations. You can't really buy breakouts, in my opinion. At least for my style of trading, I am not consistent with the breakout trading. Some guys can do it great. Some are honestly amazing at it. Me, there's too much emotion behind it. It's not enough of just a basic risk management profile. Um, it's not something you can look at and kind of easily see. So that's why I tend to stay away from breakout trades. Um, I do my reversals. I look for a trend change because those are clean. They're easier to take. You know, if all it is a retracement, just like this one was, that's a big enough retracement to make a good portion of money. 1,000 shares, you're making 1,000 shares on this, you're making potentially $320. That's not hard to do, and that's a repeatable trade. You could do something like this every single day almost. Um, Again, AMD, Facebook, Tesla gives you these options. Ford had great moves recently with their earnings report. Um, these are all tickers that you could find these patterns in. Just find them, see the patterns, chart it out if you're still new, and go from there. As you get more experience, you don't really need to chart it out as much. You'll see the patterns a little bit easier. But until then, yeah, chart it out, draw your lines, whatever you need to do, and just take the trade. Don't take too much size. Take stuff you can comfortably handle. Risk 1, max 2% of your account if it goes against you. And yeah, just slowly grow. Be consistent. And that's basically how you win. That's why I traded AMD. That's how I took profits, why I took profits. Yeah, if you have questions, just let me know. Okay, guys? Talk to you soon.